Yes, yes. You know what it is. It's a Thursday, so you know the boys are back. And you know we love to bring in great guests of the show.
Is he even a guest at this point, bro?
Yeah, you know, at this point, Verb is a fake recurring member. He might as
Oh
well
my
get
gosh.
you might as well get a jersey up here. If I had jerseys, I put I don't know if you've seen, but we got the shirts, the High Coast the podcast shirts. We just need a small face for Verb. Put a small face right under. A small face right
That's all
under.
right.
But
Shoot.
nah, Verb will be here because Verb he's gang. That's gang right here. We'll be chopping it up, talking about a whole bunch of shit as we always do. Omatic will be with us quite soon. He said he's a little bit on the fun side. He said he's been having a lot of adult fun today. So,
He's being
uh,
a dad
He,
currently.
what
Let's
else?
oh,
be
I
honest.
feel like Oak Duck in the smoke now on my side.
Yeah, well, why?
I feel like 38, man. You know, call
Once
out Jada, man.
once
What's
O
up, man?
once O gets here, we'll deep dive into that. We'll deep dive into
You really fucking with me, huh? That's what it is.
why it seems like he's ducking you. All right, so I was gonna start with I guess the most popular story in the country, but I kind of want Omatic here for that. So because I'm gonna see if I'm gonna give him what time is it? I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give him 5 to 10. So I'm gonna see if we can get one in before that. Because of that, AI. Are you guys fans of AI?
Not at all.
You're not a fan.
I use it. It's some pros and cons to it, but I do use it. For sure.
Mook?
I mean, I feel like Google, like the search engine itself is no longer a search engine. It's more so like an AI tool in a sense, because like the overview comes first, and then it gives you like a list of sources, quote unquote. But it's actually like suggestions for real, because like they get paid to whatever, whatever. So it's just like you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, yeah, I guess I do use it technically. And then a bunch of other stuff like we be on YouTube, like our show is edited with AI sometimes, like you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, yeah. But at the same time, it's like, no, I'm not a fan of it, not in the slightest.
Okay. Um. Well, I was gonna say AI in a general sense. I don't really care about. I don't feel too strongly either way. It has its perks, and it's just kind of annoying that everything ends up having to be some sort of AI nonsense. Like I feel like though you can't do much of anything now without talking to an AI chatbot. Like there's not really much room for just talking to humans and understanding them. But AI is supposed to make people's lives easier. Like essentially, that's kind of the selling point of AI. That if you use AI, it'll make everything you do easier. You know, you want to get your grocery list done, AI. You want to rank your favorite vacation spots, like it's just supposed to do things in that sense. And you also see a lot of like different industries getting into it. You see, tech, all that. But the police, in particular, they've been using AI. The idea, AI tracking systems, speed cameras,
Facial recognition is AI.
speed cam, all types of things. The police have been kind of on the forefront with that. And I bring that up because there was this case that happened with a man from Charlotte, y'all neck of the woods, who spent months in Florida incarcerated
In
due
jail.
to due to artificial facial recognition. And that the case, his name is Jaleel Richardson, and if you want to, you can deep dive into his case. But his case is not that his case isn't important, but his case is brings us to a larger conversation. When a Catholic preacher or pastor or whatever you call him harms a child, da da da, everyone is pretty adamant that this is a thing that these people do. It is kind of branded as a group issue. when a black person goes and does something, let's say a black person gets in an altercation with a white person and then ultimately harms the white person, the conversation becomes, look at what all these black people do,
Black people are aggressive, etc.
et cetera, et cetera. My issue is with something like AI. So I take it to even I feel like if people are saying, oh, those analogies are kind of far off, I'll give you a better one. If a pit bull bites a child or hurts somebody, everyone is up in arms and is like, no more breeding of pit bulls. You guys got to stop having pit bulls, et cetera, et cetera. That's it. I don't want to no other conversation.
It's been banned from states.
And
Because
that's an extremely friendly dog too. I would say that. You know what I'm saying? But I was,
I know multiple people who've had pits and they've been chill. So for me, why when something like with this AI, when it is clearly wrong, we clearly have evidence that it is harmful in a very detrimental way. Someone had just spent months in jail, lost his job, lost his home, things that these happen. Why isn't there this uproar to be like
It's
AI
still in
bad,
Florida.
AI bad, no more AI? Why? That's my question because you only need one thing. You only need one incident of a dog mauling a person for everyone to go, "Hey, that breed of dog needs to be discontinued. We need to stop
it's just
that.
it exists. Yeah.
We got to get all." Versus AI, and we have this is just the latest case. We have case and case and case of AI facial recognition being biased, in particular to black people.
I think that's the big question right there. Is it going towards just black people? Because in general, bro, the fact that it took so long for him to get out of jail because they already had an alibi for him because he was at work the whole time. Because that recently just came across my timeline. They had facts that he was clearly at work, and they still kept him there for months and months. He ended up losing his job. He lost a lot of things coming behind the AI situation. So I'm with you on it. So I don't know where you would go from here because AI essentially is everywhere.
Once again,
Anything we use, all that stuff. So
I just saw a report today that Cracker Barrel's stock price jumped because they said they're going to add AI to their business platform. Like literally, there are AI companies that are valued at the same or more than close to billion dollar companies in revenue because of the ideas that they're going to use AI. No other plans, just the idea that they'll use AI in the future.
I'm not gonna hold you. My portfolio has some AI investments as
Once
well. So I'm
again,
not. I'm not. I
every
can't really.
once again, everyone. I don't think anybody who even nominally trades doesn't have that. But then the question becomes: Is this what's the saying? Is it the chicken or the egg? Which comes first? Because is it that hey, AI is just so great and so important to how we're gonna lead that everybody needs to have it, or has everyone been told that and everyone's stocking up in hopes that they're not getting left behind? This to me, this is what it seems like. It seems like it's kind of like a Bitcoin situation in which nobody wants to say in 5, 10 years that I could have got it at this price. I could have got it at that price. I waited till it was $30,000, $60,000 a coin. They want to say, "Hey, I got in when the going was good, when it was cheap, when there was all of this." And I say, be very careful what you wish for because you remember them monkeys and those JPEGs or whatever them shits were during
Meme
about
coins.
during COVID, the height of
So it's
COVID.
like the images and everything. The joint that was. I got you. I got you.
And then what happened? I saw
So
someone.
the NFT shit.
There we
NFT.
go.
Yeah, yeah, for
I saw
sure.
someone sell one that went for close to $1 million at the time for $14,000 just in the last couple of months. Like
It's part of
all,
the
all of
laser.
all of these things can. Oh, look who's here!
Ooh,
All of
oh, he put
these,
the shades on too.
yeah, you know, I told you he was having adult fun. All of these things can, and I think not will bubble or break, but they will. They ultimately will meet their day. So I'm definitely super interested in just where the future of AI goes because, like y'all said, it's in everything we do, and when it's harmful, nobody seems to care. but every time I look up, there's another company talking about it as part of their evaluation process. So I know it's here to go, here to stay, and we can't do much about it. But I'm definitely curious as to how it's going to play out.
I mean, I think it's more so like, but to add to your, what you say, your analogy, I think it's more so like putting the cart before the horse, because it's just like they're saying they're using this with no real like roadmap to how they're going to use it, how they're going to implement it. Like, how is this actually going to increase your business model? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, they're just saying like we're going to use AI. Okay, nigga, like what does that mean? Like you probably already have been using AI. Like your online business, like you know what I'm saying. So I'm pretty sure you have AI already implemented within your business model. So it's just like, what more are you doing? But it's just like so it's that, but at the same time, um, I guess it's cute and sexy for the time being. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then like when it comes to your actual main point, racially profiling, nobody cares about racially profiling black people, bro. Like it's been happening. Like it's been a thing. Like I said in the chat, bro. Like Jim Crow wasn't necessarily outlawed; it just changed its appearance. So it's just like when we get to the racism of it all, nobody really gives a fuck, bro. Like, okay, this black man lost his job, he lost his car, okay, he's stuck in Florida. Who really cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he'll he'll find a way to get back to North Carolina. He'll get another job eventually. Like, he'll get another car. He'll get back on his feet. Like, he'll grab his bootstraps. You know what I'm saying? Like
Which is
that's
that's insane and unfair, bro.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Like that,
sure.
but that's how they carry it up. Like that's really how
No.
they think about this shit. So it's just like if this was actually happening to like Tucker in Kentucky, like
Hmm.
it probably would be a different conversation. But like the
He would probably
people
be
that
able to
are
sue and get some money.
for sure, but like the
Hmm.
people that are actually designing these things are racist. So of course the models that are doing this are going to be leaned towards that stereotypes and racism as well. So it's just like it is what it is. And then the description was wild because she just said he was black with a big nose and dreads. So it's just
Insane.
like those are three characters. That's
Insane,
Charles. That's like that is literally
that's
Charles.
insane, bro.
So it's just like, bro, like what are we talking about here? Like I'm not like that's why I was like, yeah, I'm good off AI, bro. Like until they find like a definitive reason for us to have it, like it's here to stay, but like we don't have an actual definitive reason for that shit to actually be utilized in every single thing and walk of life.
I feel like Archer AI has been around for like a super long time, bro. It's they just rebranded it. You know what
For
I'm saying?
sure. But like
So.
Charles said, that shit was mainly for like security purposes, banking
Hmm.
purposes, like stuff like that. Like data gathering,
Hmm.
analytical information, like that
Yeah,
that
that's it.
that that
Analytical
type of
stuff. That's
shit.
it for
Like and
sure.
if it would have stayed there, then cool. But like
Hmm.
once you introduce it to the masses and you can do like these extreme deep fakes and then like put another person's head on another person's body and making that shit look seem seamless. And then it's just like, oh yeah, bro, like what? Like
Too far. Yeah.
yeah, bro. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Hmm.
why does Caitlin Clark have a fake OnlyFans page?
It's insane too.
Like, you know what
Insane.
I'm saying?
I mean,
All
they was
AI
doing
images.
when I was in the fifth grade. That was the video game where you got to see Beyonce, J Lo, and what you call it naked, and then you was like, that's what I'm saying. There's they've been doing these versions of this for a
For a
long
while.
for a
Hmm.
long time. I think the notion is that they just gotten so much better at it, and it's so much more in the everyday. It's basically the internet. Like AI is essentially the internet. Like the internet at one point the was for the military, was for a very specific group of people, and then they advanced it to a point where everybody could use AI, and that's
Lawyers,
ultimate.
military, and accounting firms.
So that's ultimately how I see AI. That it has just kind of grown to the point where it's in the hands of everybody. They've made it so.
So we need regulations.
I mean, that's what they're apparently they have some things set up for all that. But no, I needed to. Oh, Matter, you're back on camera. I love that because I actually said I was waiting to get into this conversation with you. So, Carmelo Anthony,
Not the basketball player.
not the basketball player, was officially tried, found guilty, and then subsequently sentenced all in one day. That normally doesn't happen like that. Normally you get
Bro,
a normally they wait a day, or at least a day, come back for sentencing, but it all happened in one day. Now, I'm not here to litigate the case of what you call it between Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony. Someone died, and for me, once someone dies, it kind of changes the whole aspect. It's just a bad kind of feeling. So I don't want to get into any of that. So if that's what anybody is kind of hoping for, it's not really the place to for that conversation. Rest in peace to Metcalf. So I hate that Carmelo Anthony is now going to be in jail. But the question now, I think, becomes the justice portion. What does justice actually look like in a scenario like this? I think we've admitted that it's wrong, that killing someone is wrong, and that there should be punishment for that. But the punishment in this case in particular seems to be, at least for sensible people, in my opinion, what is the issue? There have been similar situations in the same area, state of Texas. I don't know if the same county, but there have been similar issues in which children or young people kill each other. Someone kills a young person. They don't happen to be of the same race, and the responsibility or the consequences after aren't as severe as what happened to Carmelo Anthony. Two ways to look at it, in my opinion. Is life fair? Life isn't fair, and because life isn't fair, we we know that there's different rules for black and white people. We just know that, and we should act accordingly. Or should what you call it? Should someone like Carmelo Anthony, should there be defenders of his sentence? Should people be fighting to say, hey, he got 35 years? That's far too excessive. I don't know. Like I'm actually torn. I'm not. I normally have stronger stances on situations like this, but I'm legitimately torn. So, what do you boys think? So is no one gonna speak?
I mean, so you said you were waiting for me to get here. Let me start by saying hello, welcome. Sorry for my delayed presence on the podcast. I want to say, Charles, your cardigan looks really good. I don't know if you got a retwist. It looks really nice as well.
Oh, thank you.
You know, brother Mook, you look amazing. Yeah, I mean, do rag always flopping over the front. I always love that situation. Just wanted to put that out there. Hello and welcome.
You muted, Verb.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Verb. I had to mute you because a lot of stuff going in the background. I'm not a chat host. I'm not a I'm not none of that. But it was a lot going on. We had to cut that out. But go ahead, unmute yourself when it's time. You know what I mean? With the background noises alleviated. You know what I mean? Jump in when you feel appropriate. Let me just say, man.
Oh, that is hilarious.
It's kind of crazy to me. Not crazy, but it's kind of. I wouldn't even say funny. See, now there's the noise again, but it's kind of funny to me.
turn it off. Can't hear it?
Yeah, we got you. It was. I don't know what's going on over there.
No, it was better now than last time you did it.
Okay.
I find it interesting that you said you were waiting for me to talk about this. As I said, I really didn't look into this. I think we all know. Again, I'm a law and crime cat. I'm not gonna lie. I did look into this today. I've heard many sides, many stories to this prior to what I saw today. I mean, I think before what I dove into today, it sounded like apparently it was supposed to be self-defense, but the self-defense took a turn. I think, Charles, you were saying, once you pull out a knife and stab, like you had intention to, I guess, murder said man. Twin Metcalf. I don't, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna say I don't have any remorse for the situation, but I'm not too big on like how they're trying to big this up as like this whole race play. situation to me. I mean, again, I was told, I watched it all today. White cuz hit back, and then after that, he went to stab cuz. So I mean, you
Yeah,
hit
it's
back.
excessive.
It's very much so excessive. And to that point, I don't think I'm here for like when the white people do this. Granted, there's a lot of the narratives of the other people they put up against him, like this person did this, killed 12, 13 people, got off. He shot somebody in the back, got off, all that stuff. That's fine, right? I'm not saying, what they did was fine, but they got off. But that doesn't mean that this man that retaliated, you know, unnecessarily. He excessively retaliated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like the fight was over. You know what I'm saying? And you went back, you went
To
to
do
your
more.
bag, you
Yeah.
stabbed the cuz. Like, it was over, and then you went back for more. You killed the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. This is the South. You might have went overboard. But you killed this man, bro. Like you real life killed this man. I don't care about the black and white personally. You really went back to do
Well-
more than what you should have done in
I just don't like
retaliation
it.
aspect.
The sympathetic thing when it comes to like black versus white, like the fact that we're able to forgive so easily, or just it's multiple cases where if he was a white man, he wouldn't have got 35 years. That's my problem.
I
Because
don't.
it's somebody in the same
You know-
same state that got 10 years
I
for
don't
the
even-
same situation.
I don't even think the 30. Like, I feel like in a normal sentence, you're giving the black man life or some shit. Like, I feel like the 35
It's a little,
it's
it's
bad
a
as-
lenient.
as bad as
it's
35
25
is.
to life, though. He got 35.
Everybody,
no.
everybody's saying 35, and he's like 17, 18. Like, you typically get a black man that does it to a white man in the South, you're getting life, or you're getting the death penalty depending on what state you are. So to me, I'm just like, the 35, even though 35 is crazy.
Yeah. It
It's
could be worse.
insane.
It could be worse.
But it's technically 25 to life. That's what every sentence is.
So he does well. You know what I'm saying? 13.
But they say you
17.
gotta do 85% of your time.
He doing like 18.
But that's if he gets paroled out, and that's the kill. Like everybody keep talking about the parole out part. Like we can't forget that. Like once again, we're in the South. Like these jails are an extension of slavery, my nigga. Like yeah, he get 35, cool. He's 17, 18 years old. He gets out 42, some shit like that.
Maybe they
42,
gave him
43.
life.
But he is going to get life, my nigga. Like that's what they not telling you. Like this 35, nobody gonna talk about this shit in 2 weeks.
That's true.
Like nobody gonna talk about this. Like that nigga's gonna get cooked. Like they do like, oh yeah, we gave him 35. He gonna say it. Like nobody gonna talk about this unless people actually keep talking. Like my whole thing with this whole situation is, I felt like the Carmelo Young and New Youngins passed. That's why he went back and did what he did with the knife. Do I think his intentions were to kill him? I can't speak on that. Do I? But at the same time, if you pull a weapon out on somebody,
There we go.
then you
There
know what I'm
we go.
saying.
There we go.
That's always been my law. So it's just like, yeah, I can. That's always been our consensus on this podcast. I ain't gonna say that. But at the end of the day, only a lost upon on Target knew that young man's intentions when he pulled out that weapon. So yeah, that part. One, two. It's called the justice system. You know what I'm saying? I don't think this is just at all. Because it was just like if this was just, then like Verb said, he would be facing the same time as some of his counterparts race regardless. You know what I'm saying? I do think the fact that he got 35 at his age, like
35 is chill.
35 is not chill, bro. You saying it's chill because you don't got to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
What?
you don't know what that young man going to have to go through when he get in there. He in Texas, Slim. He killed a white boy. He going the Aryan Brotherhood is going to come see Bo in.
There's
You
been-
know what
He
I'm
was
saying? The
17. They
the
charged
guards,
him
the
because he was
guards,
adult,
not
bro.
the guards are not going to do nothing about, not going to interfere with that, bro. That is a child in there with grown ass men, Slim.
There's been niggas that did less and got more. That's what I'm saying. The 35 for him.
Yeah,
for
but
that,
I mean, I
chill.
feel
It's all
I feel
perspective.
you. I feel you. That's your perspective. But at the end of the day, bro, like this is like I'm not trying to get no silver lining because it's 2 kids for lives
That's what I'm
gone.
saying.
Like that's what I'm trying to get to. Like his kids' lives gone. I don't think this is rehabilitating Carmelo in any way. The young man that died, his family. I'm not gonna speak
Metcalf.
on that. I'm not even gonna say that name. I'm just like the young man that passed away. You know what I'm saying? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive him, grant him Jannah. You know what I'm saying? Forgive his family, reunite them in the fields of Jannah al Firdaus on me. You know what I'm saying? But that's where I leave that at. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think they carried the case the way they should have as a family that was supposed to be grieving either. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah,
Well, see,
but
that's
at the
it.
same time, it's just like, for
Well, that.
somebody that wanted remorse and like all this other shit, it's like, yeah, like I wouldn't have been on vacation 2 weeks before my son's Skellis trial date. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's
It's
just
all
me though.
nasty,
Well,
and
that's
I
the.
Yeah,
just
bro. Like this case
Well,
is nasty as fuck. Like that's what I'm saying. Like we can point out what one side did, but we let's paint both pictures.
well, that's the thing though. Like, I'm not opposed to anybody. So, quite frankly, I'm not opposed to anybody using this for whatever agenda they feel necessary. Like, you
I
can
mean,
do that.
that's today's time for real.
But the truth of the matter is that I just like people to be consistent with whatever stance that they choose to have. So my thing is that there was the guy Daniel Penny or Perry, the guy who killed the homeless man on the subway in New York. And there was a lot of questions about like what should or shouldn't have happened to him. And I remember one of the big conversation pieces was that
I'm talking about cuz that choked out the homeless man
yeah,
on
one
the
of the big
subway.
conversation pieces was that he said that he feared for his safety, or he was concerned that the homeless man was a danger to others. So, because of that, he needed to do something about it. And ultimately, that's the to me the most defining thing here, because for the last decade, that's the conversation. George Zimmerman, Mike
What
Brown,
what
all
state
the
was that in? What state was that?
New York.
the choking on the
Yeah,
subway, that was in New York.
that's the problem, bro. I ain't gonna say the rules, but the actual every state is different. Like you
Yes,
can't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't. That's
but
that's the problem that I have with everything.
that's the thing though.
But I
Like,
mean, the only thing that was consistent about these two cases that the white man got off.
but no, but see, that's the thing though. I agree with you, Verb. That's the reason why I think all of these conversations are even had, because there's an actual morality conversation that anybody and everybody can have, and that usurps whether the law says it was just or not. Like, stand your ground ended up becoming a conversation piece because people knew the moral conversation wasn't on their side. A man killed a teenager. George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin. That's the end of the conversation. But if you make it a constitutional, a criminal justice, then you can have people debate what is
Yes,
or what isn't.
I'm agreeing with you because like in the last couple months, bro, the two like in South Carolina and in Florida,
Yeah.
you know, see what I'm saying? The Asian that
Yeah, child.
ended up, yeah, I say ended up killing, you know, the young man that was they had to try to they said they was trying to say he said he was stealing two waters or whatever. Those back to back, that's what makes it almost seems like they trying to just put us in a race war, you know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say that, but I would say that everything is heightened now. So if something like the truth of the matter is that people, due to violence in this country, someone has just got murdered right now somewhere in this country. The circumstances of that is what leads us to have a conversation. I just saw a case about a young black girl who had a white boyfriend who set her up, and then her family killed her. Like, they first sexually assaulted her, then they killed her. That came across my timeline about a week ago, and I don't think anybody is like up in arms because it just didn't get whatever, for whatever reason this one did. And that's the thing to me, that's why I think there's actual moral conversations to be had. Like, screw the, that's why I say like the race issue, the race part is kind of because you can't run away from that in the United States of America. Race is an important factor in all things. The places where most black people live is due to historical things. The schools that people go to there are some, the foods that people eat in the same country. You and somebody's grandma who's both been here since 18 God knows when can eat totally different cuisines because of the the racial issues and things of this country. But from a moral conversation, you can have these. We can talk about, all right, if two people get in a fight, it has something gone too far. What does that mean? What does it look like going too far? What is an excess amount of violence for a certain action versus what is not? And to me, I think that is a little bit more human because these two young dudes fight all the time. This is young dudes, whether they be black and black, white and white, Hispanic, and people fight. Normally, people don't fight and take it to this extreme unless there's some other thing. So it's a moot point. I don't know these people. I don't have no background as to why they did or they didn't do something, but something did happen, and I guess where the rest of us is left, only person who really knows right now are the witnesses who will or will not tell the truth, Carmelo Anthony and Metcalf. And only the few witnesses that are not in jail are here to talk about it. Everyone else has to just kind of.
Have y'all seen what the father put the video the father put out?
Well, I saw the when it first happened when his father was like, he is not about rape, like keep I don't want none of that. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I saw that when the case first happened.
He called him, I think he called him watermelon mellow.
Oh, okay. So
You
he's
see that one?
no, I didn't see that one.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
but here's the thing. I saw Mook said it made a great point that in his mind there are certain things that he didn't believe that a family going through stuff should go through, right, or should be displayed. I'd agree, but then there's someone on the flip side who goes, well, they're angry. That thing he said, that water, that's not really him. That's an angry person. If your daughter was, or your family, or your somebody was killed by a white, might you not? And then you have to do the.
I feel like it's just as black folks and like general, I feel like we the most apologetic people here. We forgive everything.
No, but
For
that,
me,
but that's what I'm saying. I don't think you have to, but I don't think there's anything wrong. Once again, this has nothing to do. This is a transition. I saw Cheryl, the shorty who was on the Kevin Hart roast. Cheryl Underwood. I saw a clip from her on the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
And she's talking about the situation that. And I think the thing that hit me when she was talking about
Did
it
y'all
was
watch that, John?
yeah, the Kevin Hart roast, the actual roast. I watched the roast. I watched all of it from beginning to end, all 3 hours.
Every bit of it, for sure.
And one I think she said was that I can't control what they do. That's not something I can. I can only tell them and let them do and let their actions have the consequences that they'll have.
But not to cut you off, Charles, but I feel like that's how it is for every black person. I can't control what's going on.
Yeah.
But I'm okay with what they're saying or what's happening, and I'm gonna forgive it. That's
No, not. I don't think she's saying she's okay. I think she's saying
no.
that
She definitely didn't say she was okay. I'm just talking in general.
No, in general, I get what you're saying, but here's my issue. When you live in a country in the way black people live in the United States of America, you are not disconnected from it. You are attached to it. So there are certain things that you can't just go, I don't care about. You can. This place is part of not just your identity, but literally your bone structure. I just made the point that you could be black and white in this country and have totally different cuisines. Even in other countries when they got different tribes and different people still eat the same type of food. You might cook it differently. And people will say, oh, that happens in America. No. Like, people legitimately have different diets because of their race. Like, I've been in, we used to do this little speech club thing, and we did a whole thing about maternity rates in this country. How in the same country where everybody has apparently the same access to things,
Make it the same hospital.
how is the discrepancies last time I checked, black women and white women are both women, how are the maternity rate? How are the maternity for fatality rates so much higher for one group? Like those things have to be taken into account when living in this country. So when people black are like, "Yo, I want in," not necessarily, and to me, some black people are like, I do want to be part of white people, and I will. But some people are like, nah, like I deserve this too because screw everything. Cheryl Underwood should be able to be like, I'm a comic. Every school, I'm a comic, and I should be able to get my roast off just the way you should be able to get your roast off. So if I talk about da da da, that's what it is. But she can't stop something and say, "Hey, you don't do this," and then when she wants to do something, someone stop her, and then she goes, "No, you can't stop." So I think, and she knows that as a black, like this, the same thing you said, as a black woman.
In the interview, I feel like she said like, I can't stop this comic from saying this, and this comic can't stop me from saying what I need to say. So she said, what you're saying, she said in the interview.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, but my thing is that I think a lot of people, they hear what they want to hear. So they've decided that for her situation, this is the correct answer. This is the right response. And that's all that matters. There's no, her nuance, her truth, her lived experience don't matter. A white man said X, Y, Z.
Is like, why are they asking her about this shit? Because she was there?
Yeah, because she was the main, to be fair, she's got the blunt of everything. Like, she was the main person getting the brunt of the roast jokes.
I ain't watched this shit.
Yeah, I watched it. She was getting the brunt.
I feel like her and Kevin got the most.
Yeah, but like,
what's going on?
Yeah. Let's be honest, for how many famous people were there, for the type of people who were there was no reason why she was getting shot on the way she was. And you know how they knew it was wrong, because anytime they even got close to looking at Regina, they were like, we not touching that. Like Shane Gillis multiple times was like, whoa, Regina.
We're gonna yield to it. Yeah.
Yeah, even Shane was like, Tiana Taylor, he cooked her ass. It was just like, because once again, whether fair or not, Regina Hall and Cheryl, they traffic in two different spaces in a lot of the public opinion's mind. So I feel
like that whole.
Are we just talking about like universal attractiveness?
No, I'm talking about in the public's mind. People, there's a far greater respect for Regina Hall than there is for Cheryl Underwood. That's the whole thing. It's not about like what they do. How one was on.
I guess
one was on The View. You could make the point that Cheryl Underwood has actually done quote unquote more like.
I remember Cheryl
professional
Underwood from
or whatever work.
BET Comic View and all
bro,
that
she's
shit
been
from
around
when we
a
was
long
kids,
time,
bro.
Yeah. What they did to her in that roast is disrespectful.
Once again, and she admitted to it, but she said,
absolutely.
She said they're roasting differently now than how they used to. And
she said she signed off on all of it. So
what
more do you want?
She said it was. I'm with you. She said that was cool because I'm not gonna sit here as a comedian.
She's a comedian.
Yeah, I said as a comedian, I'm not gonna mess this up. But what you're saying, because I'm gonna go wherever you
like
go.
I said, she said you got. Once again, that's my thing.
Don't make it right though.
It don't make it right, but that's the thing about.
Don't go to the roast then.
This is my biggest thing about right and wrong.
Don't go to the roast.
Everybody has a different moral compass. So we can sit up here and go. We could keep going until hours about what's right and wrong. There are very few things that universally everybody is like right, wrong. Very few things. Even murder is not a universal thing.
The only universal thing was George Floyd, bro. Like everybody was going crazy, bro.
How you feel? So you feel like everything they said at the roast was cool? That's fine.
No,
don't ask me about this. I'm pro.
No. Here's the thing.
Pro racism.
No, he's pro racism, but he's pro racism. Here's my thing. It's not about whether it's right or wrong. It's about what is your audience. Like, to be perfectly frank, what was the gay white boy who's at the heart of all this? Tony. He's not really. I don't think he's really gay, but they was calling him gay all throughout the roast. So I just figured maybe he is gay. Okay, sure. So Tony knew the audience, like.
That's the Netflix audience.
But then you know what I'm saying? Like
that is the audience.
So my thing is that certain stuff is for certain people. I've gone.
That is the audience
One
that
of-
the Netflix's joke special was for.
One of my good homies is a comedian. I've been to so many of his live shows, so many. And some of them he gets to roast it. He'd never do something like that. Like he gets to like making fun, but that's not his type of, that's just not what he do at all, point blank, period. So for me, there's no right or wrong. He might make a joke or something that somebody might, he had this homeless bit that he used to do. I remember and I thought it was hilarious. And I've seen people get mad at the homeless bit. Legitimately.
Man.
So my thing is that, how are we doing this? I get what you're saying. Nobody where we're from would probably, except for maybe Omatic, would probably think that shit is funny. They'd be like, that
I
shit
didn't
is
think it was funny. I didn't think it was funny.
okay. Well,
Even if it's not funny, dude, for the fact, this is what I'm going back to. Like, for us to just forgive everything, it's cool. It happens. That's what Cheryl Underwood did. That's what Kevin Hart did.
shit, that's what essentially.
If it was on the other foot, it would be totally different.
And I get that, but here's the thing, though. I'll use someone like David Chappelle. David Chappelle, for the last 5 years, for whatever it's worth.
He's an
10.
anomaly, though.
But hold on.
I mean, like, you do 10, 15, 20.
No.
No. It doesn't even matter if he's an anomaly. Why can he be the only one to do that?
Can I add something? Can I add something?
He's the best at what he
can't.
does, bro.
Can I add something?
Some people think Tony is the best at what he does.
But hold on.
And then Tony was playing to his audience.
I'm glad you brought him
So
up.
now we're all mad about this.
I'm
He's
glad you-
doing this shit on his platform.
I'm glad you brought Tony
Netflix ain't black.
as well. Because
Netflix is not for blacks.
that's funny because he's comfortable making the George Floyd joke, but in his actual special on Netflix, he refuses to make a Jewish joke.
Once again, this is my biggest
Like,
issue.
so come on, bro.
Time out. This is my time out. This is my biggest
No,
issue.
I'm just adding to it.
No,
I'm just adding
it's
to it.
not about you. It's about, here's the thing. Things are not apple or oranges. Like we
No,
understand.
for sure.
So we understand that. The issue is not about.
But like, if you gonna say you roasting and all that shit,
Yes,
dog,
but no,
and
but
not
here's
like you gonna make jokes about all these other
Yes.
communities.
But that's not his community. I'm not asking a black person. I'm not asking a black person to do the George Floyd jokes. See, that's the difference here. You're asking Tony to do something that's not of him. You're asking him to make jokes about his own people. That his people don't do that. You know what black people do? We make jokes about. That's what we do that.
We cook us.
We do that. We have deemed that okay. So once again, if a black person made a George Floyd joke, we would all be up in arms because we understand. No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't laugh at that
I
shit.
think we'd be up in arms, especially if he made it in that place, because we understand that, hey, certain things you don't do it in other people's company. Tony and them, that's all Tony is doing. Tony will make fun of you. He's not gonna make fun of his people. And once again, more black people should do that. More black people should say, prime example is Drewski. Drewski makes fun of everybody. Everybody.
We have friends.
But Drewski will not make fun of and why? Because he knows that he won't make fun of Jewish people because he knows going about talking about Jewish people isn't going a step too far. But you know what? That's okay.
He's not gonna touch that, bro.
You know what?
You know how much money he'll lose.
Not yet.
No,
He ain't gonna fuck with that.
Oh, not yet.
And you know why that's okay for me? Because that's not his community. He ain't Jewish, so what the fuck does it matter what he thinks of? You know what? If you niggas wasn't laughing at when he was talking about the pastors and shit and all that, I bet you he wouldn't make those jokes no more. But he does it. We all laugh. Now everybody laughs. Now everyone is. So then when there are actual conversations about the community at whole, which probably should stay within, and other people start chiming in, where do you think they're chiming in from? You think they know this? No, they're chiming in from Drewski. They're chiming in from seeing shit from other people.
Why you think Erica Kirk and them got so mad, bro?
My point exactly.
I'm already Charles. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you.
It's all
true.
You can make anytime someone makes a Charlie Kirk joke. That's when people are like, "Oh, that's too far." You can't. Why? Because you're making fun of their people. Those same people will make George Floyd jokes. Them same people will do all that. Once again,
I'm not saying you wrong, Terrence.
No,
Yes, I'm with you. But like the 90s are, the 90s that's what I'm from.
no, and you know what? But to your point,
They're trying to bring it back.
Cheryl Underwood said that.
That's what I'm
And Cheryl Underwood said that. Cheryl Underwood said we done gone so far that because these manosphere white boys
It's out of hand, bro.
do this shit. Listen, you can say retarded now again.
This is what we
You-
grew up
you-
on.
You can
bro.
say you can say retarded now
we
again.
ain't go. We didn't go up on that Tony Hinchcliffe type comedy, bro. We didn't grow up on that
We
shit.
grew up on people being super racist
Yes.
and knowing what it is.
I'd
There's
rather
literally
have that than put that shit right above
oh.
my-
Name your comedian that was super
there's
racist.
literally an Eddie Murphy. He just got nominated and won. What is it? The fucking what? I don't.
Yeah,
even
no, I know what you're talking about when he's just going off.
It's
Eddie
on
Murphy-
Netflix.
Yeah,
It's on
Eddie
Netflix.
Murphy
They're
got-
talking about him being super. I'm
Martin
playing this
Lawrence gave me the
character.
award for it.
I'm playing all these characters.
Listen,
bro.
from sexual,
Like, listen,
whatever deviancy, all
to-
we don't live in the. Here's
Give
the
me a
thing.
second.
Oh,
Give me
I'm
a
sorry.
second.
I'm sorry.
Give me a second. To Charles's point, we have a friend that does comedy. He's been doing comedy for about a decade, probably a decade and a half. Okay? This is what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Like, people have been trying to get it back to what it is. It got really sensitive when we kind of got to our later
Who y'all
years.
talking
which is
about? Let me-
later.
Like, inform me.
My man Bab, Talib Bab. I'll send you some of his stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we've gotten immersed in this comedy world. Like we didn't want to be in here. I didn't say we didn't want to be in here, but listen.
No mean to cut you off,
Me-
but I tried to do that for a while. Like, I did some in Greensboro. I did some runs and all that stuff. I tried.
Were you racist?
Oh, yeah,
Were
for
you
sure.
racist?
Yeah,
And if you fell off, you probably wasn't racist
No,
enough
no.
in
That's a
Greensboro,
fact.
and they wasn't fucking with you.
I
But
got to the
again,
point where I was able to do 10
listen,
to 5 minutes on the stage. But go
listen.
ahead.
Somebody brought up Dave Chappelle like doing this shit 5-10 years ago. Bro, they tried to exile David Chappelle about 5-ish years ago because he was doing trans jokes
Yes.
in fucking Dubai.
Yeah. No.
Like-
They were trying to get him for the trans jokes. That's it. Like
So
he went
if
literally.
we gotta exile him,
Because if you think of, you said doing that in Dubai, my nigga,
No.
they would have gave him more
Dubai,
money.
to Dubai because they
Dubai
didn't
is
care.
recent. Dubai is recent. They all those comments went to
Not-
Dubai.
They went to Riyadh. That's in Saudi Arabia.
anyway,
All of them went over there.
He went over. He left the North. He left Americas to go tell his jokes because it's too sensitive over here, right? Trying to get everybody back. So now, granted, Tony very racist. I don't know if anybody watches Kill Tony besides me. I think it's very funny because I like racism. It's fine to me. This is what it is in America. You know what I'm saying? Like we
But
can't.
it's not just
exile.
racism though, because they be going on disabled people. They going.
They do
everybody on that
everything.
guy.
They do everything. So how can we listen? The George Floyd joke was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
It was not a good joke.
My thing about it
That's really my issue. Like it wasn't even a good joke.
my thing about it is
Like it was a terrible
But
joke.
somebody thinks it was.
why are we? This is Tony.
Somebody wrote it and gave
This
it
is
to him.
this
so,
is
hey.
Tony Hinchcliffe. Like that was my problem about it. This is Tony. Yes, he's racist. He's super racist. But this is crazy. Like we don't have to be like this is Tony. We got to move on from it. You know what I'm saying? Like again, as you said, Mook. Somebody wrote it. They put it in the script. It was written on the fucking.
Like that shit made it past endless people.
He didn't have to do
Well,
it.
here's the thing, though. I don't buy that argument because if you watch the special, Cheryl literally gets up and praises Shane Gillis for not saying the N-word because it was in a script that somebody wrote. So
he could've not
somebody yes, he chose not to because he knows his fucking audience.
For sure,
listen,
bro.
I am tired of
Joe Rogan cats.
I'm tired of us acting like
It's not
yo.
even Shane Gillis got a lot of
These-
black. Like he has a lot of black.
Shane Gillis'
And
audience
Tony
ain't
doesn't.
Tony.
Tony
That's
doesn't.
that's my
That's
fucking
what I'm
point.
saying.
Shane
I'm
Gillis
with you,
knows
but
better.
Charles, I'm with you, bro. I'm
Shane
with you.
Gillis knows better, and that is
And
my.
but he's also a good enough comedian to flirt with it enough to be like
That's,
insinuating.
yes.
He started his set by saying, "I don't know why they got me here doing
What-
the Black History joke."
Once again, like,
Black
I'm already
History
sure.
Month.
Son, I fuck
Oh.
Shane Gillis, one of
And
my
that-
was
and
like
that
out
is-
of all the newest comedians, he's probably my favorite.
And that is my issue ultimately with a lot of this conversation. Shane Gillis be racist as fuck, but I don't think he's racist. I think he knows how to tell racist jokes. In his heart of hearts, might he be racist? Sure. I don't know, and I don't really give a fuck because I'm not trying to hang with him.
He has like a lot of self-deprecating humor. Like if you actually watch one of his stand-ups, like
The truth is, he's just fat. He's a former fat boy, so people like that.
It's
Just
not even
watch-
just that,
just
bro. Like
watch
he
Tired.
compared himself. He compared
Watch
himself
his
to like
show.
his cousin that had Down syndrome for like it was a bit that was on
Oh,
that
this is
jump.
funny.
That shit was hilarious.
Also, yeah, like Shane Gillis is a funny cat who.
Watch
But he's
his
definitely
show.
just a
Watch-
ex football frat guy. Though.
Watch Tires on Netflix.
Oh, no, that's my shit.
it.
I fuck with that jump.
That's all you need to know. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
once again, I've seen a bunch of bits, and I think he's funny. And like Mook said, he flirts with the racism. He says jokes that probably most people would dig. But I don't think Shane Gillis is a raging racist.
Here's the difference, right? Shane will be with the black guys, whatever black cats you will.
Yes,
Tony's not with these black guys.
and ultimately like.
And that's what we were saying,
understand that.
basically.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
We've seen Shane with Drake. We've seen Jane with Drewski. We've seen Shane and whatever.
Exactly.
You're not seeing
Nah.
Tony with any of these people.
Shane was smoking weed with Pac-Man Jones.
the nigga was just he just did an impromptu.
Texas fan. He's born into
He
racism
just did
and
it.
doesn't know no better.
He just did an impromptu comedy session after Game 4 with David Chappelle and Chris Rock. Shane Gillis. Like, so for me,
Like, what more do you want?
if
bro?
Shane Gillis did this, then I'd be
Tony's
like,
not doing
let's
that.
have a conversation. If he
Yeah.
makes the George, then I'm like, all right, well, because to Verb's point, we black people we're very forgiving, we're very loving. So, all right, we can't. That would be an issue. Tony is doing what he is meant to do, and
And that's why
He's
it's
in
just like,
Austin. If you want to laugh at that shit, go to Austin, bro.
yeah.
But-
Yeah,
Go ahead.
no. Continue. No, I'm saying we can stay here. This
I haven't.
was actually a really good banter. I didn't know we'd get here from Carmelo Anthony, but
We here.
it worked.
it's all
With a
race
K.
related. It's
With
all
a K.
race related.
Whatever.
So we can get up out of here. I'm not gonna stay too long. Epstein, I didn't read the Epstein, so we'll come back. We'll come back from Epstein. There's a New York Times article.
Russian
That,
girl that's been missing for 11 years was been named in the Epstein files, but we'll tease that. Come back to it.
yeah. I was just gonna focus on the fact that this new New York Times article about the Epstein and Trump connections and about him funding things at Mar-a-Lago, him knowing, it seems to be very much so a lot
I thought
more.
that was in the New York Times article.
That's what I'm saying. In this
Okay,
this New York Times, I'm saying like this is it's a lot more concentrated.
Did y'all see the museum that they got down 7th Street with the whole?
No,
I'll send it to you.
All the
Yeah.
files are on the wall.
Yeah.
I seen that.
It's Epstein and Trump, all their files,
Yeah.
connections from like the 80s till now. It's kind of
okay. So
Oh,
It's
like
right on
80s?
7th Street, right down Gallery Street. Yeah,
The
guys.
National Art Gallery, right?
Yeah.
okay, so yeah, so we'll, like I said, next week I want to deep dive into the article, the New York Times article. I saw some Pam Bondi quotes. You know, people who aren't even still working for the administration are talked about in that article. So
Well,
we'll
we
keep
know how much they hate women, so
we'll keep that. Shout out to Nancy Muse. We'll keep that on the back burner for next week. The last somewhat political thing: Stephen A. versus Trump. Are you guys enamored? Do you care? Stephen A. and Trump have had somewhat of a war of words. Stephen A. said that Trump was would be the reason why the Knicks lost if they lost Game 3. If he showed up, he showed up. They lost. He ends up calling him all types of stupid and things of that nature on social media.
called that nigga inept.
Stephen A. somewhat does respond, but like it's kind of whatever. And then Trump goes again, calls him all types of names on his social media. Big deal, no deal. You care about it, you don't care about it.
Stephen A. bitch. You need to talk to him. You need to talk to him the same way he was talking to them NBA players he be talking to, bro. Jaylen Brown and all them other niggas. Like, yeah, bro. Like, have that same energy that you be having for us, for that nigga, fool. Like, just because he the president of the United States and all this extra shit, you trying to run for office, y'all faking the same political party. Have that same fucking energy for him, bro. This shit blows me. Like, this actually pissed me off than the last two things we talked about. Because, like, I fake knew he was not going to have no smoke for Trump. And then I didn't even look for the response. Charles, the way, your blase way of explaining Stephen A's response let me know that he ain't really say nothing back.
I mean, he
to Trump.
responded on first take, so like it's not.
Yo, I felt
He
like he responded.
He respond hard to Jay, like all them other niggas on
No,
first take.
no.
Granted, they are sports they're sports figures, and it's a sports show.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It couldn't be that hard because he's on his sports show. Like I was
Yeah, but
expecting him.
did he lead the segue with, "Oh yeah, I'll talk about this tonight on the Stephen A. show"?
No,
Did
that's
he
what I'm
lead the
saying.
way?
No, normally he does that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
He's-
he a bitch.
He still had a segment like directly towards
No, he did.
Trump.
But it was,
Yeah,
but
he
to I'm gonna let, but what I would say is that segment felt very cookie cutter. It felt very, very.
No, it was because I feel like Stephen A. has set himself up to. I feel like eventually the nigga gonna run for president.
Of course, I mean that's been the play the whole time. But for me, to Mook's point, you get real loud. You get real.
That goes back to the black versus white. I don't.
Once again, my thing
That's
is that
my thing, bro.
if anything, this is a situation where there's no excuse here because in theory, Trump isn't your typical president. Trump isn't a
At all.
president that has
Facts.
all this respect for him. So if Stephen A. actually wanted to get his shit off,
He could have got his
he
shit
could get
off.
his shit off. Like,
Everybody definitely should have got it off. If not, if you want to do it on ESPN, go to your
yeah.
page.
I'm saying.
You-
And then, like Charles said, he did this shit on the interview, posted it on Twitter and all this extra shit. Nigga,
When he-
and you always got them thumbs going, don't you? You could
Listen,
have got them thumbs going on Twitter.
When
That's
it
not
was-
on that's not on the ears.
when it was Whitlock, he had a lot of
A
things,
whole bunch to say.
crazy things to say.
Cam Newton.
He's been very, very, to your point, Jaylen Brown, he's been very, very straightforward and responsive when it comes to other people. My thing is that he's scared. He knows that he can win a war of words with anybody in almost any industry, but he's not about to win a war of words with Trump. He knows that it's a losing match for him.
If we talk about education, he's by far over Trump. But I don't care.
But it's not. But that's the thing. Who isn't above Trump educational wise?
You though. That's why I feel like
I
he
say
should've-
these
he should've-
these
he
four
should've
men
jumped-
on
he
this
should've
here
jumped
camera.
up there.
are-
He should have did it.
But the
I'm
thing,
with you.
but the thing about Trump is Trump's power doesn't come from anything but the fact that he's the president. Like that's the thing. He understands how to weaponize the office in a real way. Like he uses it in a real way. Yes, Omatic.
I think the issue here is this goes back to last week's topic, right? We're talking about Westmore, right?
Yeah.
Getting in tune with the black people.
Another bitch.
I think we said West is not in tune with the blacks, right? And I
Is
think
he?
that
I don't know if is that the read on West. He don't be fucking with the black like that.
we don't have to deep dive into West,
It's
right?
not that he fuck with them. It's more so do the blacks fuck with him.
Okay.
Exactly. And I think that's the same thing for Stephen A., right? I think there's a lot of people that
Of
be
course.
like, just because you're Stephen A. and you're a black man, we don't have to.
Yeah.
We don't automatically have to fuck with you. And I think,
Well-
I think to his point, not even his point. I think to his defense, he's probably like, I'm a black man. The blacks are gonna fuck with me, right? And I think because his rhetoric, he's not like winning this black population over, right? Like, so it's just like, how do you think you about to run against this man if you can't get the blacks behind you? If you can't get the blacks behind you as a black man, these white people aren't gonna get you behind you either.
Well,
so
that's-
it's just like,
well,
how
that's
you
the
gonna
thing.
how you gonna do this?
I think Stephen A. believes that he's centrist. Like I think in his heart of hearts,
I don't know.
He really believes he's a
He
centrist.
definitely does.
I
We
think
get
he-
in chats and we not like, yo, we about to watch
Absolutely.
First Take to see Stephen A. Like,
I don't watch.
But
First
see,
Take
but
series.
see, that's the thing. I think there's a real. I honestly, I think there's a real cultural disconnect. TV and shit like that. Okay, it's still important. Don't get it twisted.
That's
But
not our age group.
but like the last presidential election, Trump was literally going to podcast with, like he was hanging with Aiden Ross. He was hanging with this podcaster. He was hanging with this like that is just as valuable.
Why you
as
think Theo Vaughn ain't been in the White
Theo,
House?
Theo
for 2 years,
Vaughn
bro?
wrote like those
That nigga did a
relationships.
whole 180, nigga.
Those relationships are just as important, might be more important than being on TV. Like Kamala had almost all the A-list celebrities. She's the one who had Beyonce.
Still
She's
low.
because in general public, they don't give a fuck about celebs. Celebs have lost their allure. Who is the celeb now? All those streamers, them niggas are just as famous, if not more famous, than the famous people we grew up
And don't
thinking were
nobody want to
famous.
talk to Stephen A. So that's my
That's
thing.
so. That's when I'm saying
I
that,
feel like Megan lost it.
and to me, I feel like that's the Stephen
Leave her
A.
out of this.
That's the Stephen A. issue, is that Stephen A. believes that we're still in 2008. He still believes that.
Whose fault is that? I think that's
His.
ESPN's fault.
No, I
Yeah, I
think
might be hyping them up a little bit.
I
I know
think-
you're not with them no more, but they might be
I
hyping
think
them up. a little bit.
ESPN is part
The
of
numbers
it.
don't lie, man.
I think ESPN
Numbers
is
don't
part
lie,
of
but
it,
he also about to get
but it's a cultural thing.
bought out by my guy.
It's a cultural thing. It's a thing in which
He said I was the highest grossing nigga.
the American culture,
A white guy
Is-
about to over.
American
It's always the white-
overtake him.
American culture in the post-Trump world is doing crazy things and getting rewarded, not having consequences for it. So, and I think Stephen A. believes we're still in a pre-Trump world where race solidarity and things like a lot of Obama's allure at the beginning was he's the black guy. Like that was a lot of the we're gonna rally behind the black guy and this idea of hope and change and all of that. That don't really exist anymore. So race solidarity is not really at its highest as it was back then.
I think it could exist.
It
There's
could?
just there's nobody there to champion it.
Once again, Stephen A.
I don't think Stephen A. is the pioneer for that.
Well, that's my point. If you're going
No
to,
rich person is going to be
Here's
the
the thing.
pioneer for that.
I think to Mook's point, that probably is more likely than true. But also,
I'm
it's
sorry.
somebody who doesn't have to want for white approval. At the end of the day, in these given times, like I said, this isn't '08. Obama wanted. I brought up the whole thing about Obama bringing up his white uncle. No black person who's gonna quote unquote be for the black people is doing that in 2026. You're not. There's niggas who got white moms and dads who don't be trying to tell you that they got white moms and dads.
I mean,
if they're doing the
Obama got a white mom.
If they're
all the
doing
way
the-
to the white uncle.
if they're doing the I'm super pro black thing. Like that's a real thing in this day and 18 years ago that wasn't the case. Niggas was like,
Niggas
yeah,
is ashamed, bro.
you know what I'm
Shit
saying?
crazy.
No, but my point is that yeah, niggas was ashamed, but niggas could do that and still transverse in black space, and it be now niggas is being like, oh, you got the white mama, oh, your mama white, like,
No, that's what I'm saying. Niggas now are ashamed.
oh yes, niggas exactly.
Back then, you would be like, "Oh, yeah, this is my claim to fame." Now it's just like, "Oh yeah, I got
Niggas like my mama not white. Your mama white. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You got a white mama.
You can't stand with us. You black. Yeah, man.
See, I don't like when y'all do that. That's not fair. I don't like that.
I didn't say I did. I'm just telling you.
But
what I
cats
heard.
do that. But look at Verb. No, this is a larger conversation. But Drake makes it fun, so we won't have it through Drake. But
Drake.
speaking
That's
of,
where we're
Iceman is going to spend 4 weeks as the #1 album in
know.
the country.
Verb loves talking music. We can talk music.
With that being said, Iceman, I know 3/4 have listened to it, have enjoyed it immensely. I know 1/4 has not. For those who have enjoyed and have listened, what do we think? Does the 4 weeks being #1 stand true to you, or is this the Drake factor?
Well,
I do think it's the Drake factor personally.
Hmm.
Listen, I love the album. You know, it took me some time to
Yeah.
listen to it, but I do think it's the Drake factor, man. I can't sit up here and say, you know, as I said, it's 43 tracks.
We're not talking about that's not the one
Yeah,
that's
no,
been
we're talking
Yeah,
about Iceman.
exactly.
18 tracks.
Yes.
And I would say of the 18, what is it, like 7 that's up there, or all 18 up there? I don't think so.
First week, it was 10. I think he had the whole top 10.
I think it should be like 7.
At one point, it was only 2 songs from Iceman that weren't on the Billboard. So he had like 16 of his 18 that were on it at one point.
Which is crazy to me. I think 7 should be up there, but I do think it's just the Drake effect for the reason why he's withstood that long test of time to be up there. I mean, the album was great to me, but it's for it being like, okay, Iceman is the rap album, I think again there's still like a pocket for whatever you want to do, right? For the people that want to play it, like this is my pocket for this, this, and this, which would probably make it stand as long as it did on the top 10. But I mean, yeah, it's a great album. I'm still listening to it. I'm still depicting my favorite
I feel like you're
bars.
somewhat contradicting yourself a little bit, but
How?
you're saying you're still listening to it. It's a great album and all this stuff, but then you're saying it's the Drake effect. So
I think it is. I think it's a Drake effect for him having this shit.
What does Drake affect? What is that?
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, you said the Drake effect for him being in this top.
Multiple
I'm t-
people have like
I'm talking about him. You told me he had 16 and
Well, that was the first week. I'm just saying the album is still number one on Billboard. Like,
it's done that. It's
number one feels right to
by
me. I
far
mean, there's no
by
other.
far the
I think
last
so.
four. By far.
What other album does he have to compete with at that point if we're really
I
going to do
mean,
that?
if we want to talk about people, Rick Ross has pushed his album back
Who?
twice. Rick Ross. You don't feel like Rick Ross has
He pushes what?
his album back?
He had an album.
It's
So that's
coming.
what. So that's what.
I'm
Oh,
a
it's
I'm
coming.
a Rick Ross guy. 'Cause I feel like he has one of the best catalogs of all time.
I
And
feel
I'm a
like
Drake guy. I'm a Drake guy as well, but
We
I don't
was-
see why that's crazy.
we was just talking about Rick Ross's albums like a couple of weeks ago.
Mhm.
What was his best? Was his last best album?
His last best one?
Yeah,
No,
because why is Rick Ross album should be in this
No,
top?
I'm with you. You talking about you comparing it to Drake? I understand.
No,
But if we
nah,
talking
I'm just saying about what's supposed to be in the top 10 is knocking Aubrey out of whatever. A Rick Ross album is
I'm
supposed
giving you
to
the
be.
biggest album that most come out. I know Taylor Swift put out a single, but that didn't do anything. Did what it supposed to. I'm with you. I'm a Drake guy. I'm with you.
I'm googling
But
Rick
who-
Ross album right now.
Who we supposed to put Drake against?
I mean, they told me a lot of people. You know what I'm
What's the
saying?
last good album?
Who's a lot of people that he told you though? Those guys that have putting out albums right now.
But
Cole
also,
done put his album out.
I also-
Kendrick done put his album out.
yeah, I don't.
Teflon Don.
I also think Drake is a very smart man. He's
Oh,
not
God,
gonna.
yeah,
He's not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna try to put it around somebody else's album.
I
But if
don't
he
think
did-
that would even. I don't think that would even matter.
Okay.
I feel like Drake is. I don't want to sound like crazy, but Drake my guy. So I like Ross too, even though I feel like what he's done in recent like these last couple months is insane. But Drake the guy, bro.
I mean, here's
Port of Miami 2 is Rick Ross' last best jump.
Bro,
No, it's
Teflon
not.
Don is better. than
Teflon Don.
Oh,
Three?
yeah, what am I too? I'm with
he
you.
said this is his last
he
best
said
one.
his
Last
I'm
best
with you, I'm with you.
Yeah.
I was- Nah.
And that was before COVID, I think.
Yeah, that was 2019. I feel like we.
That
I
was
feel like
before
we.
COVID.
I can't agree with that.
I feel like we
So-
did that already.
No, we
God
can't. We
forgives,
can't.
I don't was his last good jump for real.
No, you wow. Y'all are tripping.
What do you mean? We said Port of Miami too.
Y'all are tripping.
We said
Port
Port
of
of.
Miami 2 was great. That
What
was a
is
great
that?
album.
We said that was a great. What do you?
It
What
was
do
a
you?
great album.
Set in Stone supposed to drop. It says July 17th. So
Well, yeah, because he pushed it back. My thing about the Drake number one is
That was
Pushing
just
and I
fucking
Pushing and
hilarious.
I being is good. I don't care what anybody say.
He not doing no numbers like Aubrey. I tell
We
you
talking
that.
about that's a fact. But I'm talking about you just actually listening to the music. It's I listen to a lot of underground stuff. Them niggas don't be doing like numbers like that, but them niggas the albums still be good. What you see over there?
Nah, you just talking about because you just talking about underground and numbers.
Just
and-
music, bro.
But nah, we talking about numbers and shit. It's no point in talking about this with this nigga, bro. Like, y'all talking about Drake right now, like Bodie James.
No,
and all them other niggas
So
talking
if we-
about.
I'm not biased like
So,
that. Like I just need to hear it. I
If
need
we
to
doing
hear it.
this, okay, since we doing this type of talk, then so Jay-Z is the guy talking about always, what I'm saying, numbers lie and
Alright, bro. We was talking about Drake. Now we talking about this nigga, bro. Like, come
what's
on,
wrong with
fool.
that?
Nah, Slim. We
He
about to
hates-
wrap this
he
shit
hates-
up. We about to
he
wrap
hates-
this shit up.
He hates
because
Jay-Z
niggas
too?
started talking about Jay-Z was the guy that said numbers lie. I mean,
Men
I'm
lie,
sorry, he said
women
men
lie, numbers don't.
but numbers don't. And then he come out with
I'm like, it's freestyle.
the freestyle, and then this type of situation happened. Like, so I'm just lost on what's like where we at with it.
I mean, Jay-Z is funny because he did the whole thing like right around COVID where he started denouncing Billboard We used to look up to
It doesn't
Billboard.
make any sense. Though.
Well, that's my thing. Jay-Z is smart. Jay-Z knows what's a nigga who knows his audience. Jay-Z in the freestyle talking about I'm dealing with MAGA Republicans, but also be dining with Jared Kushner, who is the son-in-law of
The MAGA Republican.
the ultimate MAGA Republican.
Bro.
Money ran Jay-Z.
He's courtside with Robert Kraft
You
like
know what
a
I'm
day ago. Like,
So-
what are we talking about?
Money
that's-
runs Jay-Z, bro.
So that's the thing. Like this idea that like
You're courtside a day ago.
Jay-Z is some sort of moral compass is just not what it is. Like, so I don't really,
I can't believe in that.
Jay-Z flows good. Like that's what Jay-Z do. He flow good. Like he put,
He raps very
you know. So for me, that's
Except
what
on
I.
that freestyle.
That's what I love about. That's what I love about Jay-Z. That he's really good at rapping. Like I quoted him earlier when we were talking. Like
yeah, that's for sure.
like Jigga got them type of bars that like you really be like.
Everlasting, bro.
I was thinking about his Nancy Pelosi bar. He's like, I got them people got their feet up in your office, but you worried about like Jay-Z got a lot of like timely kind of like damn.
Drake too. They the same nigga.
Well, I'm
Like,
listen.
what y'all
I've said it. I've said it.
Y'all said the last part. I agree with that. They the
Yeah,
same nigga.
I said it. I said it. One is a sellout drug dealer. One is a sellout former actor.
Actor.
What happened to them bricks?
Both
man?
acting.
Yeah, but the thing about the thing Jay-Z is doing, his acting is the type of acting that one does for survival, in my opinion. The acting that Drake does,
That's not survival.
No.
it's survival in the sense that you have put yourself here.
It's
So
democracy.
now you need to survive but like you know what, you're right. I'm sorry, you're right, because they're ultimately doing it for the dollar. Like they can always just chill and but so you're right. No, you're right. It's both. Yep. You got
Okay,
it.
I was making sure.
No.
Them niggas is the same person, bro.
Yeah, no. When you listen,
One came from a Jewish family and one
Yeah.
came from a
Listen,
That's the
listen.
only problem.
That-
That's the only difference.
you listen, you gotta understand. They're both manipulators. Like they'll tell you, they'll tell you. They're both people that seem to care about their family and their group more than anybody. Like Jay-Z loves Memphis Bleak. He loves Tata. He loves Biggs.
They love this guy.
He loves Guru. Like I don't deny that. I
Love
ask,
Emery.
Love Emery. I'm asking where, like, when you're the president of Def Jam, are you gonna do right by your artist? That's the question. The question isn't do you take care of you take care of yours for sure.
They seem to love Un too. He keep talking about that nigga.
Oh,
he
well,
ain't a nigga that he ain't stabbed that nigga.
That's what I
want
was.
to talk about that.
Well, that was gonna be the only thing I wanted. I don't think we brought up was that I'm kind of over this idea that like Jay-Z cannot be questioned, but Drake can.
Okay.
Like the idea that like Drake is soft, fine, that's cool. Or like you don't believe Drake's stories, fine, that's chill. But for some reason you just believe all of Jay-Z's.
What happened to them bricks?
It's a lot. It's a lot of breaks too.
92? Come on.
92,
That's
and you're
insane.
still living. You live to
I'm-
see
that's insane.
50 years old, my nigga. As you and you lost 92 whole
I'm one of the
gems.
guys that I believe everything. I believe everything Jay said, bro.
For
Yeah.
real.
Why?
Yes, for sure, bro. You said why?
Well, yeah, why?
When has it? When has he been? When has it been wrong? Talk to me.
They said the 82 was wrong. What you mean?
That's what can you,
Other than that, you about to say
No,
other
I
than
wasn't
that?
gonna say that. Like prove that to me that's wrong. I'm just saying though.
Niggas
Like,
about to say other than that.
no, I wasn't gonna say other than that because I'm with you. I understand what you're saying, but prove what like.
Bro,
how is it
you
wrong?
mall right
That's
now,
ins-
bro.
no, that's-
You
no,
mall.
it's
You
insane.
said
I'm
I'm
with
Drake.
you.
I'm a Drake guy. But
I
I
Muted
love
y'all.
Jay-Z.
I love both of those niggas,
This
bro.
nigga's mall right now, bro. I don't know. What
Nah,
it
we
is.
both dark skinned niggas. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. Ma was tripping too. Even with
When
the
Jay-Z-
situation.
When
I'm
Jay-Z
with
said that he's pimping for he'll be pimping forever, he's never get married. What did he not lie then?
no, that's a fact. He switched.
Oh,
it up.
that's a fact.
Once Beyonce came and you see a different
Son,
type
he
of money.
just-
That's
I'll
So
be
he-
forever.
So he just lied a couple months ago talking about this rap beef shit.
Bro, he
The
groomed
rich never
he
changed.
groomed a child, bro. I'm good off him. He groomed a child.
He definitely
You're a
groomed the
Drake
child.
guy, though. And I'm not with the all
Listen.
the PDF stuff and everything with that.
I'm not doing all that.
No.
That's them. They got that.
I'm just telling you.
No, I was just I said something totally different. I said he lied in the interview. He lied in his interview. He just lied to us, bro. He said he was over the rap beef and all this extra shit. And then you
Listen.
go upstairs, comb your dreads out, and then you start rap beefing and doing soliloquies and shit on stage.
He's addressing what was addressed to him. He's
But if
Listen.
you no. But if you was living by what you said in that rap interview, you wouldn't have addressed him at all.
why
Listen.
you can't address the
Cause you too grown for this. You said this to me, Jay-Z.
Bro.
You said this to me, Mr. Jay-Z.
Hold on.
Schizophrenic ass rap.
Hold on.
Schizophrenic ass rap. We don't need that.
One time. That's
Nigga
what.
took the mic off.
What?
Schizophrenic raps, bro.
Schizophrenic is crazy.
That's crazy.
Listen, one time Jay-Z once said, "Believe none of what you hear, and only a half of what you
So what
see.
would she believe?
Even if it's
listen,
from me.
Even if it's spat by me." And with that said, I will kill niggas dead. So listen,
Bro.
like, hey, I just
Can't argue that.
That nigga's a liar.
that's what I would say. That's what I would say.
That nigga's a liar.
Niggas look up to him. Niggas look up to him. Not me. I've never looked up to Hov.
Yeah, I will say that Omatic has never looked.
Never looked up to Hov.
Huh?
That's never
Me
my
neither.
goat.
Me neither,
Never my
man.
goat. Fuck out of here.
Y'all never looked at the whole at all.
No. He said he never
we
looked
said
up to
look
Ho.
up to.
I probably looked up to Ho for a little bit. I won't lie. Oh,
I said I listened to it. My favorite Hope album is the what's that, Charles?
Blueprint.
No, the other one, the American Gangster.
Oh, American Gangster. That's his. That might be that might be his best album.
The
I
only
think
time,
that's his best album.
The only time I was fucking with Hov
Oh,
was
yeah.
when he grew up. When he grew
No.
up, it was like in his 40s.
We'll come on and talk about this for sure.
The 444
I'll make time
jump,
for this one, bro.
The 444 Hov, that's me. Any other Hov, I got
Here's
nothing for that.
when I talk about people's best album, I talk about it if you weren't a fan of theirs and you just had to listen to their music. That's how I think. That's how everyone should judge an artist's best album.
Okay.
If you did not like them, and someone just played it for you, would you enjoy it?
So 444.
So how do y'all feel? Like, so where if we talk about Drake and
Jay,
Hov. So what album is that for you for Drake?
for me, the album
I gotta look this up.
No, you don't. That's
Take
all
care.
more feelings, bro.
to
Take
me,
care.
to me,
Take care.
it's one or two. It's one or two.
Take
It's
care.
So Far Gone or Take Care.
So far gone for sure.
They saying Take Care is, even though it's only 3 songs that the Weeknd gave to the brother.
I don't care about that because
I'm with you because I feel like Drake.
It's 20 tracks. What
Yeah,
you
like-
mean, what are you talking about?
No, I hear you. But my thing is about like,
Don't
for
make
example,
me take the glasses off again. What
like
do you mean,
Jay-
20 tracks?
like to me, J. Cole's a perfect example. I think if you really like Born Sinner, I'm gonna take a step back and be like,
Born Sinner is fire. I think that's his first. That's his first. If
That
you want to take
that
out,
ain't
you wanna
it for
take
me.
out, the mixtapes.
That-
ain't it.
but see, that's my thing. Like J. Cole, that might be his, but J. Cole has
Born Sinner is
better.
his first
He has better shit than Born. So to me, if you are adamant that Born Sinner is J. Cole's best work,
No,
I'm,
this is his first classic.
that's once again, that's
2015 is the best.
I'm not mad at that because when you someone like J. Cole, you have multiple bodies of work that are really good.
What you said was the best one for you?
I think 2014 Forest Hill Drive is his best work. I'm not mad if somebody says because I love KO. I'm about to say I love
KOD?
I'm not mad at that.
That's my one. That's the one.
Huh?
Offseason.
Yeah.
Offseason is second.
That's
Yeah.
right. For prime example for me,
But Born Sinner is fire.
I don't think it's not fire, but my thing is that when we're talking about, you can't play that album of all the J. Cole and be like, this gonna get this the joint that's gonna get him.
Y'all basically saying the nigga didn't get a classic till he was 29. That's insane.
No, I didn't
So
say
what?
that.
He got into his prime. So what?
Hold on. I'm not saying
So
saying
what?
that because
So what?
also people say Drake ain't got a classic, so who cares?
And the niggas is on cocaine.
Well, that's
What
Kendrick.
you talking about?
That's Kendrick Lamar. He's the one who said it.
Nigga tripping too. That's a lot, bro. The first time, most
Hey,
niggas heard
hey,
Kendrick
hey.
Lamar, which is gonna take care.
I got a question. I got a question just for you, Verb.
Talk to me. You took the glasses off too. I see it serious.
What's Kendrick's classic?
Kendrick,
What's his classic? His
he
classic.
has. Bro,
Yeah, he got.
No.
80 is a classic.
No.
The Kid
What's his classic?
What's his best one?
Yes.
The Kid Magic.
I go to Pimp a Butterfly personally.
Personally, I don't agree with you,
I hate that
bro.
shit, bro. I hate that shit. It's,
Whoa.
it's
End
a
this
good
shit.
album,
End
but I
this.
hate
End
it,
this
bro.
live. End
That's
this
not-
live right now.
That's not his best one, bro.
That is
Nah.
literally his
I was gonna
best
ask y'all to
work.
end this shit when y'all start talking
And
about
you
J.
talking
Cole.
about that's his jazz album where he done changed. I understand. I get everything
Man.
else. I don't like that one, bro.
That's why. You know what? This is good. This is actually a good point. This is a good point.
I get it.
You not liking it versus how
I didn't
good.
say it wasn't good though. Most
Exactly,
people say
exactly.
It's
See,
it's a good album.
To me, this is a
But
perfect.
Bro,
That's not his classic.
The point in my life where I was in college and stuff when
I can feel that. I can feel that.
It's a totally different.
Than to Pimp a Butterfly.
To Pimp a Butterfly, it's cool. It's cool, bro.
For you, that's how I feel about Born Center. The same way you. That's how I feel.
I can't argue with man.
Yeah,
And then the nigga dropped damn after that. That is way better. To me, it's way better than that. That's this commercial joint.
There we go. I'd agree. I'm agreeing with you.
Your head like that's great.
Damn is the commercial joint. I agree.
To Pimp a Butterfly. Damn.
No, he's saying commercial. He's saying damn is commercial.
That's
It
fine.
wasn't, bro.
Pimp a Butterfly?
I'm not
Yeah.
tripping off that. I understand that. But come
Pimp a
on,
Butterfly?
man. And
Yeah.
then Gen X. Nigga, we talking about.
Hey, listen.
He-
Listen,
That's
I went to
the-
both of those
with that
concerts.
album,
I went to
bro.
both of those concerts by myself. To Pimp a Butterfly is literally here. Still got Ron Osley on the album, bro.
That's
Certain
what I'm saying.
things, certain things you can't
At
compare
the
with.
time of your
Bro.
life, it served a different point, bro. That's what.
And this is why I say Take Care is like up here. He had fucking Stevie Wonder on the album, bro. There's certain things you
Take Care
cannot.
It's very good.
We gotta.
it's very good.
I mean,
But here's my to me.
I like talking music.
To me, the Drake equivalent to me is honestly never mind. I think that's top 3 Drake personally.
What,
Personally, For me, if I had to give you a ranking, it'd go So Far Gone,
That's crazy, Charles.
Take
I'm
Care.
not mad at
Take
that.
Care.
Take Care.
Not gonna work.
Honestly, never like literally those would be my 3 because honestly, Nevermind to me is so good. It's
Yo.
so good.
Look at this nigga move.
Yeah, he's on the
Honestly,
internet.
never mind. I was just saying,
Bro,
never mind.
honestly, Nevermind
Bro,
has one.
what he just put out is better than everything he has put out. It's since views. I want to say.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree. You love CLB though. I'm not a big CLB guy, so it's different. I'm not the biggest CLB guy. All right, but we can stay here for a minute. We're gonna
go ahead.
we're gonna redo this. We're gonna get. I'm gonna get some other. I'm gonna get Bodie in there for Mook. I'm gonna get some Gucci. I'm gonna get some people in there. So
You
Mook,
don't ain't gotta bring Gucci.
You know what?
Like,
You know what?
goddamn,
The actual
you can bring somebody else.
the actual
I
conversation.
realized
No.
that I was watching the fucking hockey game.
No. You know who's a good.
Nigga said, fuck
Hurricanes
y'all.
that winning?
Huh? Oh well, yeah, that's y'all. I think
You
Vegas.
said what?
I think Vegas pulls it
Hurricanes
out.
winning right now?
You said who?
Hurricanes.
They're not
Oh no,
good.
it's tied 1-1.
Oh, okay. I would argue though that Jeezy is actually a really good person for this debate. There's this conversation piece about albums, best versus favorite versus which ones that you would get, which ones you would have people. Because to me, TM 101 to this day, Standing Ovation is one of the best hip hop songs. And that's what I'm saying. I know a lot of people love 103, but The Recession, to me,
my God.
that's the one. The Recession is the one that I would give to people to be like, this is G. But for me, it's 101. But I understand 103. If you told me 103, I'm not mad at you. But for me, like I played Standing Ovation a few months ago when I was
that song is amazing, bro. I'm with you because I was in.
Oh
all
my
All
God.
3 of those, I was in college when those came out. With the first one, I was in high school. That
yeah,
was a little older than y'all.
yeah, I'm saying. Now I was in middle school with Standing Ovation. I was in the 8th grade, bro. I remember, bro. Bro, Carter 2 is in
I think it was
TM
eighth grade going
101.
into ninth grade.
Yeah, it was eight. Bro, I was talking to me. All right, World Cup. World Cup officially begun. Hey, Mexico beat South Africa. Shout out to Mexico. We're all Mexicans now. Shout out to Mexico. U.S. will play Friday. There will be a lot of good things. The World Cup to me has been super interesting because
You
half
know
of
about Raul Hernandez, cuz
uh
I was talking about Omatic. He just
oh
did his salad.
I would say that the World Cup is super interesting because half of it is like European, foreign nation, African country in small mid bubble fuck town having the greatest time of their life, or the United States government is trying to suppress somebody from doing something. It's like it's literally the dichotomy of two things. It's either the greatest story you've heard of, people being great humans and civilians to their neighbor, or the government is doing some fucked up shit to somebody to ruin it. So I'm gonna hope that we land somewhere in the middle, in
We
which,
got two referees that couldn't get into the country.
yeah, it's a lot of craziness. That's what I'm saying. So like,
The
for
Iranian national team made it do that.
no, the Iranian national team in themselves, like they can't stay in the United States overnight for any game. They have to.
They gotta go back to Mexico.
Their practice facility was couldn't be in the United States, so they had to be in Mexico. They're actually getting escorted by the Mexican military to make sure that they like. There's a lot of extra shit going on here. There was
One of the players,
people
the forward, right, starting forward, got interrogated for 16 hours or some shit.
in our the Iranian
The
for
Iranian team.
multiple people got shot by the England training ground. So ultimately the World Cup is here. Let's enjoy. Let's have a good time. Let's have all the vibes right. And let's ingratiate ourselves to the soccer fans across the world and show them a great time in the good old US of A. And we can't leave here without talking about the Knicks. The Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. They've done it again. They found a way to ultimately, be a feel good story. So I apologize last week up until about, because I fell asleep at like 10 minutes in the fourth quarter, and then I woke up to free throws. I think I woke up. I woke up to a Miss Wemby free throws. I was like, oh, what the fuck? True.
Nigga thought he was dreaming.
Type shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But I found out everything that happened, and I will say, up until the time I woke back up, I was like, oh, maybe I'm gonna be re-apologizing. Maybe I'm gonna have to be taking back my apologies. But the Knicks pulled it out, and I want a big shout out to OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby, through I believe it's the last 12 games he's played, is shooting a true percentage of 70%.
So see.
That is ridiculous. That is some shit that literally Wilt Chamberlain hasn't done. Like, there are very few people who have been this good and this efficient on both ends of the ball the way OG has. I was bigging up Cat for Finals MVP a few games ago after game 2, but after game 4, it is clearly OG. It might change again, but I need to big up the Knicks because they are playing amazing. Knicks fans are wild, but that's another story for another day. And then the Spurs, they're young, and I hate that for them. But hopefully they,
Them niggas got similar behind the
yeah, hopefully they this is a learning experience. But there's still more games to get. Like the next game is Saturday, so they still have a chance. Like they're not out of it just yet. And those are all my Knicks final stakes.
It's just crazy to me that we haven't seen Wemby play his best game yet in the finals. But just chill though.
That's
But
true. That's a good point.
I also don't think that them niggas gonna win though. Yeah, I think it's chalk. Like I think they could make it cute winning a game, but just so New York could win in New York. But other than that, it's done. So I'm ready for the World Cup. Go Maghreb, Morocco for the
Mook?
slow listeners.
I mean, Omatic.
Yeah, I don't have too much, man. You know, I went to sleep on the game last night.
Look
I
at his
have,
face. Look at his face.
yeah, I don't have too much for it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here for the Spurs winning. I'm not here for the Knicks winning. As I said, you know, I think it's very good for the NBA for, you know, the Knicks to even be in this position to win an NBA Finals. And as we saw them go up 2-0 in the series, I think I wanted to recant everything I said because every single Knicks fan is the most annoying person on earth. Like I thought, you know, as a Washington Commanders fan, you know, as you know can see what I have behind me every day.
That's not a Commander's jersey.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the name. Apparently, it's an offensive to certain people, and I'm not gonna do that. You know, you're a pro, not get us canceled, cat, while we do this thing. So I'm not gonna try to
Brother,
do that.
we just went on a 15, 25-minute racism rant at the top of the podcast.
That's
He
fine.
does. He does
So
make a
let's
good
let's
point.
let's let's
Let's make a
let,
solid point.
that's fine, but let's not try to entice the egregious behavior that we did. As I'm looking at Brother Durag Flap, I see the Washington Commander W right behind him. That's fine. I don't want to do all that.
See
Anyway,
the Dallas Cowboys start too, but
yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Anyway, you know,
too early in the year.
there's only two fan bases that I think I hate more. Like I was saying, as a
Yes, we know.
Commander
We
fan.
know. We know.
Philadelphia and
Okay.
now the Knicks.
Okay,
The Knicks are
nice.
literally the worst fan base that I've ever.
They told y'all this like a decade ago.
They're fighting fans for just having on a jersey. Like that's kind of crazy. You know what? And I'm taking them off again. If you can't wear a Tim Duncan jersey, the most non-confrontational basketball player that may have ever played the game of basketball, right? If you can't wear a Tim Duncan jersey in New York without getting a fist to your face, what can you do? So it's just like, dog, y'all are beating up Tim Duncan fans. They don't deserve to win this. But as I said, I literally was watching the game last night. I said, oh, they're up 29 points. I'm going to go to bed. I got to get up at 5 o'clock. I woke up. I got on the train. I said, oh, shit. They won. It's now 3-1. I have two agendas here, right? As we all said, we've been on this podcast, this virtual podcast, since like January, okay?
Yeah.
My agendas was Joker, Luca, SGA. It all got canceled out by this guy, Wemby, 7'5" cat. So my one agenda is, fuck you, lose. My other agenda is, Knicks fans are the worst fans in the world. I do not want them to win because they do not deserve anything good. You're beating up Tim Duncan fans. You're burning hair for random women that's walking by. They do not deserve to win a finals, bro. Like, it's bad. But that's why I went to sleep last night. I was like, okay, the Spurs are going to for sure take it back to San Antonio 2-2. But now it's 3-1. Fuck it, man. Like, as I said, I also said I love this for New York. I love this for the NBA. This is a good story. This team hasn't won in, like,
53 years.
a long time. Like, as a Wizards fan, I don't have anything Wizards back here because I don't support them that much, but I am a Wizards fan. But I'm not going to give my super diehard fandom to a team that is that inept. But as a person that knows how an inept team is, I appreciate the fact that they're on the brinks of winning.
Yeah.
So they deserve this. But their fans are so much assholes that they do not deserve this. So, for the greater good, I want the Spurs to win
Okay.
on Saturday.
Okay.
And then win it on your home floor for your fans that are assholes. We're going to have to deal with these asshole fans for
the rest
as
of
I
our
said,
lives.
I'm with you, bro.
I think
can't
they're
even-
they're gonna rub it in our face until the next finals comes. We're gonna be like we're
They know
champions until,
it
and
could
I'm
be the
cool
finals
with
after
that. They deserve
It's
it.
gonna
They deserve
be-
it.
We got
Them
facts.
niggas is here.
They haven't won in 53 years.
Yeah,
And I'm
bro.
not
They're
mad at that.
never letting this go.
Listen, my Washington Wizards have not won since '78. So when I win, we're not gonna be as disrespectful and boastful as these niggas is.
No, they beat
That's
niggas
good.
at 60 years old. Whatever. They're doing
Yeah,
crazy stuff.
like.
Bro.
So I want them to win for the fact of the NBA, for the NBA structure. Adam Silver, you won. If you want to clip this up, Adam Silver, you won. Your ratings have been up. People were mad at your streaming shit. We were mad at streaming shit. We didn't know what channel to watch it on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We didn't know what to watch it on. But when the fucking ratings came out, everything was up. You got this finals. Everything is up. Your face of the league, Wemby, he's here. He's not showing up. You got this little man. He's going crazy. Everything is up. You got your Madison Square Garden. Everything is up. I needed to be over. I needed to be over. And then, bruh, they're not gonna let this this down until like next June. Yeah. And I'm not mad at that, but they deserve it because it's been 50 years. As a Wizards fan, I would love to do this same shit. But fuck the Knicks.
Damn.
But I would hope it just get to 6 games. I want them to win it on their floor because I've been saying before it all started. I said I would love this for the allure of Madison.
They're not about to. From the script that I received, bro, I don't think they're gonna. I took the Knicks in 5. I said that is before the series even started. But from what I looked up and everything, I feel like the Spurs gonna come back. It's gonna be another team that's been
The
down.
second
3-1.
team?
I'm
Hey!
just telling you, this is a third team.
I'm talking about in the finals. I thought there's only been one team.
Yeah, correct.
No, a few teams have come back from 3-1.
I say so.
No way. No way.
I'm with you, man. But from looking at what's going on, how they be pushing Wemby, bro, I don't know. I just don't know, bro.
You know what I said? Wemby got to do the same shit he did in Game 1 against OKC. He got to do 41, 20, 6 blocks,
he hasn't
many
done
threes.
that yet, though.
Exactly.
So
He has to do it.
if they win when they go home to the Spurs, and he doesn't do that, you don't think he can do that in New York?
Did he? I went to
He
sleep.
hasn't.
I went to sleep. He had 13, bro. I woke up. He had 24, bro. He shot 9 for 25. I heard he missed 2 free throws. Like, what are you doing?
No, that's
what are you doing?
No, he's talking about 2 free. He's done that in 2 games. He does that.
You're the best. You're the best player on the planet.
His fourth quarters
he's
have
not
been
even the best
ass.
player. He's supposed to be the next guy that's up for the league.
You're the best player
You know what I'm
on
saying?
the
So
planet.
I'm
What are
with
you
you.
doing?
Listen. We'll have game. We got Game 5 Saturday, and hopefully
Shout out my grandmother, her birthday party.
hopefully we'll get a win, and that means we'll have a chance for a Game 6.
That shit on Tuesday if it happens.
And then, what does that mean? If we get it,
Game 7.
Hey, so let's see. Listen, there's still a
Game 7
chance.
be what, next Friday?
Yes, sir. 19th, I believe. Juneteenth. Yes.
Friday.
Juneteenth.
It'll be on
So,
next Friday.
hey, man, listen. There's,
Wow, hey, I like that script.
I
Hey,
like
we
that
need
too.
we need 7, bro. We need 7. Bro.
Adam Silver not for the black people.
that's the perfect way to get up out of here, baby.
Juneteenth was the Jews I did.
All right.
He not doing that.
Ooh.
Yeah, bugging.